Hey, what's up guys? It's Mike with Innovation REI, and obviously we've talked about it before. Probably the most common questions I get asked have to do with money. And we've done a bunch of different video series, different video contents talking about money and how it pertains to real estate investing. But something I get asked specifically over and over is how much money do I need to really get started into real estate investing? Okay, now obviously, like a lot of the money questions we've discussed, there is no one solid answer because there's so many considerations to take into account. Obviously, we've even done some series like on seller financing and lease option type deals where you're really in it for no money. And there's also, of course, the wholesaling side of real estate where you're just basically assigning contracts and you're not putting money up. So, you know, the answer is you can get in it with no money, basically. But I know that's not what you guys are looking for. I want to give more of a traditional response, more of the traditional route that somebody's going to take to invest in real estate. So looking at that, what I would say generally somebody would need, and this is again where credit comes into play as well, and I've told you guys a million times, credit is cash, okay? You have to have good credit. You got to take care of your credit to get yourself in a strong point for doing investing. But as far as what you need to get started to do your deal, what I would say is probably, depending on the lender that you have, probably 10 to 20% of whatever you're looking to purchase. That's probably what kind of cash you're going to need to bring to the table if you're trying to do some type of traditional financing type deal on real estate, okay? Obviously, different lenders, different type of loans require different down payments. If you qualify for certain loans, you may only be putting 3.5%, 5% down. So I guess really that range, you could say, 5% to 20% down for a real estate investment. Now, that's the purchase of property. On top of that, of course, you're going to have to worry about renovation expenses, paying utilities and other carrying costs. But this is where credit comes into play. And it's so important, especially for beginning investors or people that don't have a good amount of cash flow already built up, is you have to make that credit work for you, okay? Basically, what I did on my first flip was I put 20% down on the property, I believe. And then I use credit cards. I use Lowe's and Home Depot credit cards, my own Visa credit cards. I use those to pay the renovation cost and to pay utilities and things like that. And that's what I urge you guys to do. If you're short on money and you're definitely going to get into real estate investing, I want you to consider that an option, okay? Now remember, when you're doing things like Home Depot and Lowe's, a lot of times when you make a purchase, they give you the option, do you want 5% off, or do you want 6 months interest-free payments? Or sometimes they're running specials and they'll do it for a year. Same thing even with a traditional credit card. If you apply for a new credit card, a lot of times you can get some type of introductory special where you get 6 months or a year or something like that, interest-free. That's the kind of stuff you guys have to leverage if you're not working with a lot of cash. And that's what's going to keep you from having to bring $50,000, $60,000 to the table to get some type of real estate investment done. If you're asking me the bare minimum that you need to bring to the table, then I'm going to say, hey, whatever the down payment is on the house, and then you should be able to get some type of credit secured so that you can fund those renovations and pay those utility bills and insurance and things like that. The beauty of today, almost everybody takes a credit card. So if you can get a credit card with those limits and you get that stuff covered, and if you can get the property sold faster than whatever the interest-free period is, for instance, 6 months or a year, then I'm telling you, you guys are golden, and that's a fantastic resource if you don't have the funds available. I urge you, talk to people. We talk about that all the time, networking. If you're looking to get into real estate investing, you haven't pulled the trigger yet, go talk to a couple of your local lenders, see what kind of loan package they have for you, see what kind of down payment they're going to require, and start, basically evaluating which lender is going to work best for your situation and what your goals are. So again, get your money saved up, find out what you need, work to save it up, establish your credit, and leverage that credit as far as carrying costs and those renovations go. So I hope that helps. Like the video if it did. Feel free to post any questions. We try to look through and answer anything that comes through. But in the meantime, go out, do great things, and we will check in with you guys next time.